for about 20 to 30 minutes. We'll check it in 20.
Oh my God. Guys, I'm getting traumatized. I'm not gonna lie. I'm going to have a PTSD after watching this video.
It's like your shadow.
Hey, what's up everybody? It's Ken Shano's podcast and I'm back again with another reaction video. Before we get into it, the goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of September and I'm counting on you to make it happen. If you're new to the channel, kindly leave a like, subscribe and share the video. So today I'm reacting to how to make Nigerian jollof. It's not a secret, it's not a hidden secret that the best jollof in the whole world is the Ghanaian jollof. But Nigerians, our loud brothers, they like to make noise. So we are here to find out how they actually prepare their jollof to make all the noise they make. Let's get into it.
Now there's a lot of debate on who makes the best jollof rice. And we all know it's Nigerian people. That's why I'm here. I'm about to have a banging ass meal very, very soon. My name is Kwame Onwachi and I'm from the Bronx, New York. And today we're gonna make jollof rice.
Sorry, I didn't mean to jump in right away, but he says his name is Kwame Onwachi. Kwame, Ghanaian, and then Onwachi, Nigerian, right? But he's obviously repping Nigeria.
Rice, red stew, and fried plantain. Red stew is kind of like the mother sauce of West Africa. We put it in a lot of different things. It starts with that base. It's really very similar to a sofrito. If you cut it properly, you should just get the whole top off beautifully. Just de-seed this pepper real quick, and then just let your knife do the work and roll this bad boy out. We are going to chop these tomatoes. Once again, rough chop. It has so many aromatic qualities, as well as that, you know, nice acidic sweet tomato flavor. In my restaurant, I usually use this in lieu of tomatoes in any recipe. So if I'm making a Veracruz sauce, I'll use this instead of tomatoes. I'll use the finished paste. So we have the onions chopped here. I'm gonna add some curry powder, 2 bouillon cubes, Scotch bonnet peppers. Throw that in there. Move on to this garlic. And we're not even gonna cut these up. We're gonna throw them right in there.
Yeah, so far basic process. Blend your ingredients, the tomatoes, garlic, onions and all that. So he's on the right track. I mean,
blender's gonna do all the work for us. So I always like to peel my ginger with the spoon because you get the least amount of flesh off of it and you get the maximum amount of yield. Don't feel the need to mince this. Just slice it into manageable pieces. Now that it's almost ready to blend, I'm gonna heat this pan up so we're not waiting for it. And you're gonna wanna add more oil than you really think necessary. It's removing the water content from this vegetable puree, but it's also caramelizing the vegetables at the same time. Make sure you get some tomatoes in there, it'll help.
I don't have any idea about whatever he just said right there. Removing whatever. It doesn't make any sense.
Bust this baby up. That's all you're really looking for. It's a nice paste. So continue that process until it's all blended up. All right, so you want to control your heat, so you're going to want to turn it down or it'll splatter a lot. It's going to caramelize in this oil. It's going to remove a lot of the moisture from the sauce, and it's going to cook out these aromatics all at the same time. Constant stirring, and you can see this has like intensified so much in color and richness and flavor. It smells so good, and the oil is starting to separate. You can just put this over rice. You can cook whatever protein you want in it, or you can make rice with it. So we're going to make jollof rice. And we're also going to stew some chicken. Oh, throw it off camera.
Oh!
Cool.
That was the coolest shit I've ever did in my life. So for the jollof rice, I like mine really spicy. So I'm gonna add a little bit more sauteed Scotch bonnet peppers to it. So we're gonna start by just chopping this. Now, if you want it more spicy, put another one in. If you want it less spicy, only use half of the pepper. So we're adding a lot more oil than you usually would because we're gonna parch the rice. Now, parching the rice is cooking the rice in oil and coating each individual grain with fat. That way, when it's cooked and you have the finished product, it's all separate and beautiful. So I'm just gonna add this to the pot.
What?
I'm gonna add the tomato paste.
What is he doing? Chopped pepper in the oil and then add tomato paste. Guys, I'm beginning to get some bad feeling about this guy's cooking right now.
Just gonna let this cook for a little bit. Honestly, like 3 minutes. Very, very quick. So now that the tomato paste has like a rusty color, it's a little bit more darker, we're gonna add the rice and we're just gonna parch the rice. And it's gonna toast a little bit and really get a nice nutty.
What are we cooking? What is going on here? Obviously, this is how to make Nigerian jollof rice. Thank God it wasn't how to make jollof rice. Because this is totally how not to make jollof rice. Apparently, this is how Nigerians prepare their jollof rice. My goodness.
Flavor. That's why I like cooking my rice like this. And now I'm gonna add that stew back, that red stew that we made. And this is gonna give it that signature flavor of jollof rice. Now I'm gonna add my water. And we'll salt it when we fluff it, but we do wanna get some seasoning into the core of the rice. So add a generous amount of salt. Now we're gonna let this come to a boil before we put it into the oven. I think it's ready to go in the oven. So we're just gonna put a lid on it.
What? He said it's ready to go into the oven. You don't need any oven to prepare jollof rice. What is going on? Nigerians, this is how you prepare your jollof rice. I don't want to hear one more word from any Nigerian on this app or on the other app about the best jollof in the world. Please stick to your eba and amala and leave jollof for Ghanaians alone and other Africans who appreciate our precious meal. Don't say it, you are the owners and you prepare it like this. Nobody needs an oven to prepare jollof rice. What the hell is going on here? He just said preparing the oven. I hope I heard wrong.
Don't rush this process. It's really, really important that the liquid is really hot when you put it in. So make sure your oven's at 350 degrees fully before you put it in there. So this is going here for about 20 to 30 minutes. We'll check it in 20.
Oh my God. Guys, I'm getting traumatized. I'm not gonna lie. I'm going to have a PTSD after watching this video. Because everything in this video up till now is wrong. Is this like a parody or something? Is this Comedy Central?
And see how it looks. All right, so we're gonna make chicken stew now. So chicken stew is, once again, a quintessential West African dish. We have this pot, it's heating up. We're gonna add some oil to it. And right now we're just gonna brown the chicken, and that's gonna add a really nice flavor to it. And I'm just gonna season it very aggressively with salt. So you see the oil is smoking. That's the pot telling you it's ready to go.
Jesus.
Now we're not looking to cook the chicken. We're only looking to brown it on the outside. Always season high so it coats it like snow. All right. We're gonna go right into this pot because we want to get all those caramelized bits on the bottom, but we'll turn it down a little bit so it doesn't splatter.
And this guy has a restaurant. Look, guys, those of you who are not Ghanaians or Nigerians, this is not how jollof rice is prepared. The title should be How Not to Prepare Jollof Rice. But apparently this is how Nigerians prepare their jollof rice. The chicken is not even spicely steamed. He only sprinkled salt and then put it right in the oil to brown it. Browning the chicken for what? You want the spices, every ingredient to go into the chicken, like well cooked. The bone marrow, everything should be well cooked before thinking about putting it into the stew. Everything in this video is wrong. Don't do this at home.
On us. It's a lot of flavor from that caramelized chicken skin. And we're gonna add the chicken right to this stew. So I'm gonna add the rest of the stew. It's on top of here. So this is like dried smoked shrimp powder. It adds umami to a lot of dishes in West Africa. Cook it for about 30 minutes to an hour and let it stew nice and slowly. Let that chicken break down and seep in all of those delicious flavors. Now this is one of those dishes that you can cook it today and it's gonna taste better tomorrow and the next day. So we're just gonna simply do fried plantain. It should be almost black. The darker the outside with these nice little yellow spots, it lets you know that it's really, really sweet and it's ready to go. And we're just gonna cut these into like nice rounds on a bias. And they'll cook pretty quickly. So you're just looking for them to be golden brown on the outside. And you want your oil at about 300.
No way. First of all, that chicken is never gonna get well cooked. And then secondly, you don't chop the plantains and put it right into the oil. You have to wash it off first and then sprinkle some salt before putting it into the oil. I don't know. Everything in this video is wrong.
50 degrees. To get the nice crispy outside, golden brown, while cooking all the way through on the inside. If it's too hot, it'll burn all the way on the outside before it's even cooked. So it's been 20 minutes. Let's check on this rice. And check to see if this is done. Yep, rice looks done. I'm gonna pour off a little bit of the excess oil.
Jesus Christ! He's literally pouring oil from on top of rice. He just confirmed to himself that the rice is cooked. Now he's pouring some oil off the cooked rice. God. This is torture. This is torture. Even when you boil yam, right? Sometimes you don't even get to strain some of the water off. How do you cook rice and then have to strain some oil off it in the name of cooking jollof? Nigerians, this is what you guys cook and make noise all over the world about Nigerian jollof, Nigerian jollof. Stop doing that. Stop. I am going to be traumatized for a couple of days for watching this video. Oh my goodness.
I'm just gonna fluff this rice. You wanna flip your plantains over so they're nice and golden brown all the way around. Plantains are definitely ready to come out. You season them directly with salt as soon as they come out the oil so the salt can stick to them. Season this with a little bit more salt.
What?
I think we're ready to go. So we will put a little bit of the rice down. Look at that. This just reminds me of my childhood so much. So you put a little bit of the stew there, a couple pieces.
And this guy has a restaurant. Wow.
That's all she wrote. This is a quintessential West African jollof rice and chicken stew. I have slaved away.
And he's using all these fancy words. This is a quintessential West African whatever. This is not how it is done. Nobody prepares jollof like this. But for Nigerians.
At this, it is time to eat it. And this chicken should just fall off the bone like that. Oh. People need to eat more West African food. Can we do that this year? Can you all promise me to eat more West African food?
No, I can promise you I would not taste your food. That is the only thing I can promise right now, is that nobody should taste this. I haven't tasted it yet. I feel like I want to use the washroom. I'll be right back. Give me a minute.
Plantains just like cut through that heat so well. Dipping this in the stew. A little crispy on the outside. Check out the link if you want the recipe, or come on down and get.
I don't want anything from you. I don't want to know what you use in preparing any of the things you have going on there right now. Guys, this is how not to prepare jollof. But if you want to try the Nigerian way, you can go ahead. But this is not how jollof is prepared. The coolest thing about this video is when you have to catch the pepper with the knife. That's it. That was the only thing that I was supposed to see in this video. The rest is traumatizing. I'm sorry if you had to watch the video all through to this point before I tell you. Please don't watch this video. I remain your boy Mashano. Catch you on the next one.